So what was your idea of law enforcement when you were getting in?
Well, my goal was that I definitely wanted to do investigations, and I definitely wanted to do um, like some detached tactical work or units or something like that. That was the goal of
You
which
trying to
I
be a SWAT dude?
of no, I never wanted to do SWAT. No, I
Oh,
wanted to do like FBI task force or DEA task force or narcotics unit, that kind of a thing. Never, I don't even really know why. I don't know the answer to the question as to why I would never want to be on SWAT, but it doesn't appeal to me at all, actually. But something investigative wise. But yeah, that was the goal.
okay. So that's what you were looking out for. But then when you got into it, what was your primary duties for the most part?
Well, I started in patrol, obviously, and then I actually ended up getting laid off like about 3 years in, and so that kind of gave me a forced reset. So when I went to my new department, everything there, I mean, they treated me good. They didn't treat me like a complete FNG. It was like they respected the fact that I had some experience coming in. I started to go through FTO again and all that stuff. And then um, the reality was that for there, and they had good opportunities for um, special units and things, but you had to have 3 years there at that department before you could qualify for it. And then the DB was by seniority. So I was kind of stuck, right? Like I'm like, man, I've got at least 3 years until I could do that. And then unfortunately for me, for my goals, right? The DB is by seniority. So that was like way off. And then all of the special units, whether it was canine, narcotics, FBI, DEA, any of the task force stuff, all of that was filled like close to my three, like seemed like between my 2 and 3 year mark. And so those came off the table for being like right within most of my reach. So there was one that was going to be the closest, and that was the DEA. So I tried to kind of navigate my patrol career the best I could by requesting, the appropriate training. So I did interdiction training and was up on the expressway when I could, and on surface streets, but doing interdiction and trying to get dope and guns and warrants and all the good stuff. Every chance I got to be a roller, so a marked unit for any kicking doors or side investigations or uniform presence, I jumped on it. I was volunteering, and I did that for a while, getting, calling dogs all the time and getting the job done, trying anyway. I tried to set myself up the best I possibly could. So then when that, uh, in that time frame, probably when I was like hitting maybe around 7 years total, I did FTO school and went down that route, started doing some FTOing, and then the opportunity came up for the DEA thing. It's a much longer story, but I didn't get it. So that,
Yeah.
that's the moral of the story is I wasn't selected. So um, I was left with at least another 4 years in patrol. And I'm definitely like the kind of personality, like I said, I'm like at that entrepreneurial itch. I need a change, right? So it was nice, like years sort of like 0 through 5, that I start getting that itch. So then I do interdiction. Okay, cool. I learn a new skill. I'm out there doing something kind of new and different. And then I'm going to do training. Well, that's cool. Like now I learn how to kind of like, how do I coach people? How do I train people? All this stuff. So that was kind of cool. And then I was ready for like this next thing. It was kind of like, I mean, you're from Saginaw, so what a busy call load is and all that stuff. So like, I've been busy for 8 years in policing now, 8.5 years. Like, I need new challenges. I need a new angle. I need a fresh way to challenge myself here. So it just didn't happen. And that's like at the same time, this whole like sort of like unexpected Mike the Cop thing had been going on, and that just created an opportunity for me to go try something else and kind of like risk free because I could take a year from my department and come back, sort of like no questions asked. I would lose my seniority, but I could come back to a job, like keep my pay, all that stuff. Like I just lose my seniority for like vacation picks and stuff. So I'm like, I really don't have anything to lose to take advantage of these opportunities that are in front of me. And that's when I did that.